So I was at the finish line, waiting for a friend to cross. Music was playing, people were laughing and cheering, having a great time. And then all of a sudden, a loud explosion went off. And then it was just sheer pandemonium. My name is Jennifer Kaufman, and I am one of the 264 survivors of the 2013 Boston Marathon bombings. The explosion threw me into the barricade. I had sustained all kinds of inflammation and swelling of my internal organs. I have hearing loss, ablations in my neck, my middle back, and my lower back. I was at the top of my career. I was living the life that I loved. And that day just took it all away. While I was in the hospital, it became very apparent to me that I wanted to heal using alternative medicine, that conventional medicine just wasn't going to work for me. And so I've just been on this journey to find ways to heal on a deep level. Even though it's been 3.5 years, I'm still dealing with some of the physiological and psychological aspects of the marathon bombings. I decided as a way to take my life back and as a way to demonstrate the healing that I've encountered is that I am actually in the midst of training for the 2017 Boston Marathon. Today I'm on my way to see Greg Toews. He's a pranic healer who I've been working with for the past 6 months. He teaches courses all across the country. I feel like each week he's going in and fine-tuning areas of where my body is out of alignment and getting it back into alignment. So I'm eager to see Greg today and continue on my healing journey.
My name is Greg Toews. I'm a full-time pranic healer. I've been a pranic healer for 16 years. Pranic healing is a no-touch energy system that's based on working on energetic patterns within the body. When a person has a health issue, these energy centers or chakras are not functioning correctly, or they might have a blockage in them. Right? So when we go through and we do pranic healing, we spend a lot of time actually cleansing before we spend time transferring energy to these particular energy centers.
Two primary things going on this week. I feel like my body temperature is having a hard time regulating, and I feel like there's a stagnation from my knees down.
We follow a recipe like we would a cookbook, and we spend a lot of time cleansing the body or removing blockages. So I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna start with the general sweeping. So I just need you just to sit back and relax. When I'm doing pranic healing, I use a crystal that's made out of clear quartz. This helps to project and focus the energy, and it also helps to minimize contamination. Also, to help minimize contamination, we use water with salt in a bowl. The water holds the dirty energy, the salt actually disintegrates or breaks up the dirty energy. So it becomes an energy garbage can. Okay, so I'm gonna do something a little bit deeper. I'm just gonna still work on the energy body. And sometimes these traumatic events start to get stuck behind the breastbone. I was going through and feeling her energy center as I'm treating her, and I'm looking for specific kinds of energy within the energy centers, not just congestion.
Oh, it feels like raw.
Yeah. I mean, as you get closer to the event of going back and doing the marathon, this is going to keep coming to the surface. So if we clinically just try to do this in session, it should be much smoother come the day of you performing at the marathon.
So even though Greg isn't touching me, I absolutely can feel him working on me. I can feel things being pulled out of me. He is tugging at something deep. And as it gets close to the surface, I'm experiencing more pain. And then once it releases, I just feel relieved that this is out of my body. Like I'm having a hard time like getting a deep breath in.
Okay. When traumatic energies come out, a lot of times they come out of the heart, but also the solar plexus, which would directly impact the diaphragm. And so part of how we would repress something is we would hold our breath. And so something painful is coming out, and we're just letting it out. I'm treating the energy centers that directly impact the heating and the cooling effect when she exercises and after she exercises. And I'm treating the swelling in the feet. So I start to see traumatic energies coming out. So I go through and treat her for those conditions as they start to surface. Seeing, as we pulled that out, you had that deep breath that you kind of relaxing into it a bit. Okay, how do you feel?
Relaxed, like I could take a nap.
Yeah. Given her past with the bombing, we're treating some of the emotional traumas that come up in the healing. Okay, so let's get up and have you move around and see how you feel. How's the body feel?
I feel looser, I feel relaxed, I feel...
The back is feeling okay?
Yeah, and I feel like there's very little pain right now.
Okay.
I feel strongly that today's pranic healing session with Greg is absolutely going to help me further my training and help me to be able to endure 26.2 miles on marathon day.
You keep getting better and better every week. So I mean, I think the marathon's going to go well, but I think also just life in general is getting better for you, processing the things from the incident of the bomb.
So I feel like today's session with Greg did two things. It helped to deal with the PTSD triggers of the actual marathon itself and what I'm about to conquer and endure. But on the other hand, it also helped to address some of the physical injuries that my body is still trying to heal as a result of the bombings. After today's session, I feel more relaxed, I feel more calm and centered, and I actually feel like I could go out and do a run tomorrow.